Alright guys, it's about 1 a.m. Just finished Ubering. Just making a quick little video about the 1980 Ford Thunderbird with a boosted LS residing in the engine compartment. People were asking, so I'm just going to make a little informational video here. Yeah, so this is a 1980 Thunderbird. Fox platform car, just like the Mustang. So they basically are built on the same platform, which is hard to believe. So all the suspension components that fit on this 2012 Brembo Mustang actually fit on this 1980 Ford Red Thunderbird. Hard to believe, but they do. So we've got a really good suspension in there. We've got the Team G. I don't know if you can see that, but we got the Team G double adjustable 4-link in there, so good for hooking up. So should work well. Some Mickey Thompson ET Street tires, so they wear out quick, but they really hook. And again, you can see the sheet metal is fantastic. 1980. The reason there's no rust on this is because they alloyed the sheet metal with zinc. So this is one of those rare cars where there's absolutely zero rust on this thing, because it can't rust because there's zinc in the sheet metal. So if I open the door here, you can see how there's no rust whatsoever. Really nice. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's amazing. So that's why I love this thing. And of course the retro interior, crushed velvet back in the day, guys. You see that? Pretty cool. Which I like. That's why I didn't change it, because I like the cheesiness of it. So yeah, so as you can see, again, no rust whatsoever. So it's fantastic here. And here we can see our ECU. That's a Terminator X Max unit that's running the engine and the computer. I mean, engine and transmission, sorry. So we'll just flip this on here. Now watch the eyes of the you see that? So the eyes light up, and I made that shifter knob because you couldn't buy one, so I just bought it, put the LEDs in there, wired it up, so whenever the car is running, you can see the eyes glow, right? So that's kind of nice. So it's still functional. Let's just see if I can. Yeah, I can't hold it, but anyways, so we got our basic gauges here. We have all the readouts on our Terminator X Max unit too, but I like having analog gauges here. So we've got our RPM, our GPS powered speedometer, so both kilometers and miles it does, and of course right here is the boost gauge, fuel level, so that's nice. Let me just flip on the here. So there's the ECM on now. You can see that all the blue lights, they come on. That means everything's good, ready to go. And you can see, hopefully you can see that there's the information right there. And you can alternate between different dashes, so you can display what you want on there. I've just got the most important things, you know, boost pressure, fuel pressure, stuff like that. So RPM. So obviously it says stall there because it's not running. So anyway, so that's the little display they give you. But I still like having, you know, some extra gauges, so just in case, just so I can verify everything is correct. So we've got an actual boost gauge here hooked up to the manifold. So this and our boost pressure right there should actually, you know, they should be the same. So again, redundancy, right? So we can see what's going on. Obviously the engine's not running, so both fans are off right now. And I'll take you into the engine in 2 seconds here. Alright guys, let me just pop this hood. Hang on, I'll put this right here. Pop the hood and I'll give you a little rundown of the engine. I've got a nice LEDs there. Yeah, so these bulbs, guys, are LEDs, so they're super bright. As you can see here. You see that? So I just wired that in there too. So I had some incandescent bulbs in there, but you couldn't see shit, so these things are awesome. It's just way brighter. So when you're in a dark street, you can see what the hell's going on, right? So anyways, guys, this is the boosted 408 cubic inch LS. Started out as a 6-liter, and I've got a Ford rotating assembly, 408 cubic inches. So how that works is it basically increases the stroke. So from a 3.622 inch stroke, so now it's got a 4-inch stroke in there. And that gives you the extra cubic inches. So it went from 364 cubic inches to 408 cubic inches. So that's a lot of engine. Relatively small turbo, so this thing spools instantly. Custom air cleaner assembly, I made that. I fabricated all the hot and cold side piping, so that's you know, because I like doing that. So again, 408 cubic inches, running a stage 2 sloppy grind cam, so it's a relatively good cam. It's good everywhere. Truck intake manifold, so that's cheap. It works, so that's awesome. And of course, we have our relays here. We got dual relays, one controlling each fan, so they come on at different times or different temperatures. So just, you know, and you know, you got the radiator sized right when they come on, and then the other one comes on, and then they go off, and you always maintain a consistent temperature even in traffic. So that means the radiator is the right size, guys. So anyways, yeah, so that's the engine here for somebody was asking. And we've got a it's a Chinese turbo, so not that expensive. You know, it's non 376-75 billet wheel compressor turbo, so we'll see how this works. Should be okay. Relatively small for the size of the engine, but I wanted to have it spool up instantly. So again, we can always upgrade the turbo. So, and the engine is actually built for the extra power, so we can put a way bigger turbo on and the engine won't blow up. So yeah, that's the thing. So we'll do a lot of testing this year, post some videos on TikTok hopefully, and have some fun. And again, guys, yeah, the battery was dead in the Mustang, but it did hold a charge because I put the battery tender on it, and it's green now, and we've got 12.5 volts, so the battery's still good, so don't have to buy a new one. So that's awesome. It's just sitting so long, so it just went flat. That's it. So yeah, so that's it, guys. So yeah, so the car show's on Sunday, so car's ready to go. I didn't do the A arms or the lower control arms because why rush, right? So that's what's going in there right here. These are the proper ones. Right now it's running Mustang units, and of course we're gonna, you know, since we're in there, we're gonna put the new springs in too, right? Because right now it's just got the factory ones from 42 years ago or 44 years ago. So yeah, guys, that's the boosted LS. And let me show you the trunk. Hang on. So this is kind of cool here. See if I can do this in one take. So you open up the, is that thing in here? Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a button in the glove compartment there. So you see that? So I got the battery in the back, so I got the weight right over the rear tire. So that works nice. And we've got a vacuum pump back here too, so for our power brakes. Like, it does produce enough vacuum, but just in case when you're under high boost, we want to have some vacuum. You know, because it got power brakes, and you don't have vacuum when you're at high speed under high boost. Well, you can't stop, so you're fucked. So yeah, so I just put that back here, so out of the way, you know, and also equalizing the weight over the rear tires. So we got the battery on this side, vacuum pump and vacuum reservoir on this side. So yeah, so that's the trunk. And of course, you've got our cutoff switch down here for safety, right? So it shuts off all power right there. And then over there, I don't know if you can see it, but here's our Magna Fuel. Let me see if I can see this here. Our Magna Fuel Pro Tuner 750 pump, guys. You see that right there? So that's a good pump. It's good for like over 1,000 horsepower. So we should be fine. There's a built rear end, you know, custom disc brake setup that I built from an Explorer. I took 2 rear ends, put it together. So it's got all the disc brake hardware from a 97 Explorer on a Mustang, 1988 Mustang rear end. So they didn't come with discs back then, but I just modified it so now it's a disc brake rear end. So anyways, guys, yeah, lots of technical shit. But yeah, so that's a brief rundown of the car. So we'll do, again, some testing this upcoming year. And again, the car show's happening this Sunday. So, and of course, I think I told you guys about my my hood there. Here, let's just go over there. Hang on. Yeah, my Ram, my Ram air on the, I bought it's a custom hood scoop, so it just rams cold air right into the turbo system. You see that? So yeah, so it's open here and it goes right into our air cleaner. So there's the custom air cleaner assembly. So basically you got cold air just ramming right into the front of this thing. So the faster you go, the bigger the ram effect. So there's less work for the intercooler to do. So yeah, guys. So we'll see if it all works. And let me just, I'll close the hood so you can see the, scoop. Just the light off. Yeah. And yeah, you see